Hey guys, welcome to my feeding video. We will start off with the Brachypelma bomi. I should say you were hungry. You should get you some orange juice out of that. I've been feeding my crickets oranges for hydration. So get you a little vitamin C. How about that? If you like hair flicking teas, I don't know why you would, as far as the hair flicking goes, but if you like that sort of thing, I recommend you get this one. They're definitely prone to hair kicking. They probably hair kick more than any tarantula out there. They're up there at least. I like teas that hair kick, but I don't like the hair kicking. Thankfully, I haven't had any major allergic reactions from them yet, but we shall see as they get bigger. Alright, on to the next one. Here's my Trixylopelma ocrity. Put the lid on here. Let's see if I can get me a nice juicy cricket. Oh yeah. Didn't expect anything less. This is another one that likes to flick hairs. When it feels threatened, this one likes to point its butt up in the air and flick hairs at you. What a beauty. I'm glad you're not camera shy today. Alright, sweetie. Doing a little web dance for us. I think this is why my videos run so long. I talk too much, and I like watching the teas even after they have the prey item in their fangs. I like to watch them web and do whatever. I'm someone who really loves to observe. So hopefully you do too. Cool. Alright, we'll move on to the next one. Here is my Lasiodora parahabana. Whoops, that cricket went away. Got it. And so did the tea. That's a good one. So are you just going to show us your butt? Is that all we get to see today? Yeah, this would like showing its butt off. It usually runs and hides when I open up the enclosure. Clean out these food boluses here. See, it's always good to kind of do a little maintenance while you're feeding and observing your teas. You don't want to leave food boluses in there. It's what's left of Mr. Cricket in there because it will draw mites. Okay, well, this one's not doing very much, so not doing a lot of interesting things. So we'll move on to the next tea. Here's my Formiptopus cancerides. Loves to eat. I sure hope this one turns out to be a female. I love tarantulas with attitude, and if this one sticks to its stereotype, it's going to be a very mean tarantula. Just like John 3800's Isabella and Jezebel. Mean, mean, mean. Well, enjoy your vitamin C. Loaded with orange juice from my oranges. Yeah, this one likes to do a web dance. They're so pretty when they're young. A beautiful blue color, but then once they get older they become more of a copper tone to them. Not as pretty as the blue in my opinion, but still impressive. It's going to be huge too. Especially if it's a female. They're so cute when they bounce around like that when they're doing their web dance. I can watch that all day. But since I have other teas to feed, I probably better not let this one draw out too long. It's really getting into it. Before too long, this one will need a transfer. I have a larger enclosure waiting for the next tea to go into it, but just kind of waiting to see which one's going to get bigger next. That's what a happy tarantula looks like, with a cricket in its mouth. Now, if a tarantula has its fangs spread with no prey item in its mouth, that means it's mad. Alright, well, you're interesting to watch, but we gotta move on. Alright, next. And who is this? This is my Acanthoscurria geniculata. It anticipated the drop. This will be one of my larger teas too. Doing a little webbing there too. Cool. All right, next. Here's my Nandu karapenensis. One that you'll never know if it's going to eat on camera or not. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. Let's see. Move these oranges out of the way. That's a fast cricket. Woo! That vitamin C must have been doing it some good. Now you can eat that. It's a big cricket, but you can eat it. So I guess this, oh, wow. That was lightning fast. I was about to give up on it. It's one of the best attacks I've seen from this one. Must have been really hungry this time. It's like, come back here. This has to be one of my most slow-growing tarantulas out there. In my collection, I would say this one and the Chalcodes is probably my slowest growing tarantulas. My G. rosea is pretty slow too. Cool. Good grab there. Alright, next. Well, my Brachypelma avipulosum is still being reclusive. So, wondering if this one is still in pre-molt. So, usually when they web up their cave, that usually means they don't want to be bothered. So, I'm just going to leave this one alone. We'll move on to the next one. Alright. My. Look how big this Acanthoscurria brocklehursti is. Fat as can be. Might have to give you a smaller cricket. Yeah, that one does that all the time. It's not my fault you got wet. Don't blame me. She wants it. Of course you want it. You're an Acanthoscurria. And of course the cricket had to hide under the leaf. Oops. Oh, I think it went in the cave. well, I can't really retrieve it out of the cave. So we'll just leave this one in as an update. I'm sorry, sweetie, you didn't get your attack on camera, but at least we got to see how much you wanted it, at least. And I got you some water. Alright, next. Here's my crazy Nandu Colorado velosis. Another one where we never know if we're going to get it to feed on camera or not. This one also has a tendency to escape on me sometimes. And I have the lid off. Yeah, I wouldn't have done that with a bigger tea. Well, kind of missed that, didn't we? Yeah, I wouldn't have stuck my finger in there with a larger tea. Yeah, this one could still bite, but wouldn't be as bad. It's funny. Oh, cool. Alright, we'll move on to the next tea. Here's my Chromatopelma cyanopubescens. Let's see, I have quite a few superworms. Oops. Let's see if I could fish one out. Here we go. You better get it or it's gonna burrow. Did you lose your worm? Yep, you lost your worm. Well, you're going to have to either dig it up or it's going to come up as a beetle when it pupates. It's what you get for stalling. You could feel the vibrations in there. Look at all that webbing. Whew. My goodness. Well, I'm sorry we didn't get to see an attack with this one, but an update nevertheless. Alright, on to the next one. Not sure if my Brachypelma smithy's going to eat because it denied food last time, I believe. But we'll give it a try. Clean out the water dish while we're here. It likes to dump substrate in its water dish. See if this one is in the mood for a worm. This tea's quite docile, so that's why I'm willing to put my hand in there like that. Okay, I figured. Might be going into pre-molt since this one keeps denying food. Colors are getting just a little faded, so it's probably in the earlier stages of pre-molt. I don't know if you caught this on camera, but it did flick hairs at me. Brackies love to flick hairs. See? That's what they do. Alright, we'll move on to the next one. This is my Brachypelma vagans. Let's see if I can get this one to feed unlike my last one. Ooh, got a handful of worms. Here we go. Wow, look at that abdomen. Whew. Should I have given you a worm? Whew, this one eats. It's an eating machine. Cool. This one might be due for a molt fairly soon. We shall see. But it still took some food down. Alright, next.